The first case of COVID-19 in Delhi was reported on 2nd March 2020. And ever since, a total of 6,15,000 cases surfaced, out of which 5,93,000 patients recovered and over 10,000 patients lost their lives. It became difficult for the authorities to control the masses during the migrant crisis, during the extensive lockdown phase, and hence we saw a notable rise in the COVID-19 cases.
It's needless to say that we were all surprised. We were not prepared for it. This is a test that you can never be prepared for. The last pandemic was about 100 years ago. So 100 साल पहले जो चीज हुई है उसके लिए we cannot never be prepared.
Because we all were very anxious at that time. We knew we are risking our lives, and it was like national duty. Yes, it was more like a war.
डॉक्टर्स तो देखिए अपना काम करेंगे ही. वो तो आप चाहे उन्हें मेडल दीजिए, चाहे आप उन्हें कुछ भी दीजिए, चाहे आप उनको थैंक यू भी ना कीजिए, वो अपना काम करेंगे ही करेंगे.
While doctors were doing everything they could to save people from this virus, Delhi government, with the help of central government and CISF, was able to set up the world's largest temporary COVID-19 care hospital of 10,000 beds. This action proved to be very fruitful in managing the rising number of cases in the capital. As India began to unlock and people started moving around to earn their daily bread, it's our individual responsibility to follow the rules to avoid contracting COVID.
The coronavirus is the biggest threat this country has faced for decades, and this country is not alone.
Let's do our due diligence, take the precautions we need to take care of ourselves.
No matter what, I still love my job and I'm going to do everything in my power to save lives.
कल की बात पुरानी नए दौर में लिखेंगे मिलकर नई कहानी.
It's needless to say that we were all surprised. We were not prepared for it. This is a test that you can never be prepared for. The last pandemic was about 100 years ago. So 100 साल पहले जो चीज हुई है उसके लिए we cannot never be prepared.
People were trying to deny it as well, and in WHO completely denied human-to-human transmission. But later it was found that actually it is a human-to-human transmission, which is a very, as we are seeing it right now, it is a global pandemic.
There was this notion about something is brewing, kuch aayega. There's a big thing that is going to happen, and all the political scenarios in the news that you keep coming across. But yes, as days progressed from March to April, हम लोग देखने लगे कि बहुत ज़्यादा लोग sick हो रहे हैं.
So I remember it was like in mid-March, when we were preparing for this pandemic. So how AIIMS dedicated one of its building to treat corona patients. The trauma center was dedicated. So what our department does is, beyond operation theaters, beyond giving anesthesia, we take care of the ICU also.
And we were told that we are put on COVID duty. Everything has been suspended for a while, till time indefinite.
At that time, the things were very different. We were very anxious because we knew there is no prophylaxis, there is no much drug, and fatality rate is high, mortality is there, especially if you have some comorbidities. अगर आपको कुछ भी इशू है, डायबिटीज, हाइपरटेंशन, तो ये सब बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रेस था उस टाइम पे.
So there have been many studies of this COVID-19 dating back to like 4 or 5 years back also. Some version of COVID was existing. So it is a mutated version of it, and many drugs were being tested for it. And then many theories are regarding that how it appeared in Wuhan. So definitely the source is Wuhan. It originated that much we can pinpoint. But in India, it was mostly due to travel and other sources.
Normal flu-like symptoms के साथ present करते हैं, लेकिन they get complicated into much worse diseases. So it was a surprise. Let's say we were hit on our heads. Good wake-up call for all of us. The first impressions and the first, I would say, encounter was first of all marked by the fact that how do we protect everybody else? because somebody else has contracted the disease and we do not know how to treat it. So how do we protect their family members? How do we protect our teams?
It was not only about the patient, it was like about us also. I still remember my first day when I had went inside the COVID ICU. So I was all donned in PP, and half an hour, I remember when I had went there, and within 2 hours of my duty, I was completely blind. My goggles were fogged and I didn't know what to do, and it was very difficult to manage.
How do we protect the healthcare frontline workers, so that because if they are sick, तो बाकी लोगों की care नहीं कर सकते.
So I got to know that LNJP will be the COVID center of Delhi. So a holistic team effort will be required. So we were the first ones who were put on duty at that time. So I remember I told my family, everyone, that I'll be going on duties from Monday and everything. So like at that time it was, nobody knew much about it. Yeah, but it was people getting few hints about it.
How to make it safest? What is the best possible literature that we have available, और उसको कैसे हम apply करें? Because whatever existing knowledge is there is not based on COVID. लेकिन there are viruses which look like COVID, so we try to extrapolate the same treatment into COVID patients, and gladly in the initial stages it actually worked out in India.
What we had in our mind is ki what new is in this disease, what can be done to save a patient. So when we had to taken out our first patient out of ventilator, so that was the moment when the entire staff, entire team was very, very happy. So taking care of the COVID patient is like the only goal was ki how can we reduce the mortalities.
Thing with COVID is that the complications are very much similar to acute respiratory distress syndrome. So people assumed at that time that it is just RDS. So however, the symptoms are usually of a respiratory kind, but it is a very different thing altogether.
Once you get to see a patient जिसको COVID के तरह के symptoms हो, and because I'm also a neurologist, so we did come across patients जिनको paralytic attack भी था और COVID जैसे symptoms भी थे, and you wanted to treat the paralytic attack because दोनों ही life-threatening illnesses हैं, and while doing the treatment, you have to keep at the back of the mind patient को COVID भी है, and that can further complicate the situation in the future. So there were scary times, और कभी-कभी ऐसा लगता था कि are we fighting one battle or are we fighting two at the same point of time, because sometimes you do have to do surgical procedures on COVID positive patients. तो घबराहट काफी थी, और डर था क्योंकि somebody has trusted their lives into your hands and they believe in you, so not to let them down. So that is I guess the best way to put it. I can't say that I'd want to do it again.
I remember a patient, like he was a male patient in his 40s, and Ram Manohar, and he was thin and frail, and people were suspecting him of tuberculosis because that's a usual, and he had to be isolated and everything, every measure. So thankfully he was diagnosed early. He recovered well, and he thanked us, and thankfully he didn't have any recurrence or any relapse later. But at that time we didn't even have any drugs. Like remdesivir is very recent. Like right now we filed an application to get the drug as soon as possible. So at that time we didn't even have that luxury.
AIIMS has been very updated. Whatever data was coming from the Italy at that time, Italy was the worst hit country. Most of the data was coming from Italy only, another country. So that was the time when the importance was being given to hydroxychloroquine. US had given the statements about HCQ, and so that was the main drug.
And we had to manage it using our wits and other things. And we use steroids also in some cases, which is being used right now also in severe cases.
Then came up the plasma therapy after a few days. So even that was started, plasma bank was started. So I remember when we were discharging patients, we used to counsel them to come and donate plasma after 14 or 15 days. So we were doing that also.
So I think experience and the management skills of the Indian doctors are a long way to go.
Because we all were very anxious at that time. We knew we are risking our lives, and it was like national duty. Yes, it was more like a war. First day, I actually, when I went inside that ICU to just see कि क्या हो रहा है, क्या करना है, यहाँ पे आके कैसे करना है, तो you literally get that feeling कि आप आर्मी में हो and you're going to fight a war. And I remember कि when I was choosing this, I went home. I just met my entire family that I don't know when I'll be back again. So that is what we all had done. We all had called our families also कि we don't know. We were prepared for this since beginning, from day one. That yes, there is going to be a time when there will be, rush of the patients and all.
None of the country is prepared to handle this in its full force.
I think just like humans, when we get comfortable with something, we take it lightly. So every time we've taken it lightly, we've seen a bump in the numbers.
The only thing we can do right now is prevent and decrease the numbers as much as we can.
We should not take this lightly. This should be a part of life for the foreseeable future. Wearing a mask and washing our hands, and it's the simplest thing we can do. It will not only prevent you from COVID, ये हर disease से prevent करेगा.
Because आप खुद imagine कीजिए कि ये वायरस थ्राइव करता है on interaction of people. जितने नंबर एक्सपोनेंशियल ग्रोथ होती है इसकी, तो 1 से 2, 2 से 4 ऐसे मल्टीप्लाई होता है. एक्सपोनेंशियल मतलब टू द पावर, नॉट इन मल्टीप्लाई. It goes to the power.
Well, we were expecting a peak. If you remember, our director, Sir Dr. Randeep Guleria, had given a statement in one of his interviews that India is expecting peak in late July or August and September, and that is what actually happened. We reached a peak in those times, and it was a skyrocket. I think Delhi had reached up to 4,000 cases per day. I entered ICU around 3 a.m. I was just taking handover from the previous team what to do, and one patient got cardiac arrest at 3:20, another at 5 a.m., then 7, and then 8:30. So 4 people died within 6 hours, and that was I've never seen such a mortality, such a high death rate in my life ever.
As a doctor, you see death every day. Lekin the death is not something that you can get used to. So every time you lose someone, it takes a part away from you, and it always leaves like a scar on your psyche, or in a way, a memory that you always look back and think in your alone time of how things could have been.
अगर आप कोई भी हॉस्पिटल, इनफैक्ट अमेरिका, यूरोप, कहीं भी कोई भी कंट्री आप ले लें, चाहे छोटी जगह भी ले लें, वहाँ एक हॉस्पिटल के सोर्सेज बहुत लिमिटेड होते हैं, और हम प्रिपेयर्ड भी एक लेवल तक होते हैं. डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट में वी आर प्रिपेयर्ड अप टू अ सर्टेन एक्सटेंट. वी कांट हैंडल दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग, अ पैंडेमिक, ग्लोबल पैंडेमिक लेवल की बीमारी हम एक उसके फुल फोर्स पे उसे हैंडल कर सकें. व्हाट वी फाउंड आउट लेटर दैट दिस थिंग presents in different stages as well. So many severe cases also came in ICU, and they were very difficult to manage, and sadly we couldn't manage all of them. So that was, I think, the major regret I have, not being able to help those patients. कोई समझदार इंसान यही आपको सजेस्ट करेगा कि आप इसके नंबर्स पहले गिराइए, प्रिवेंटिव. यहाँ पे स्टैटिस्टिक्स और PSM का बहुत रोल आता है कि कम्युनिटी आउटरीच प्रोग्राम्स करके, बेटर टेस्टिंग, प्रिवेंटिव मेजर्स, मास्क एंड ऑल. I think they go a long way, very long way.
If you look at the data, look at the new therapies, everything kind of in some way started in India, and the new ideas came from our medical fraternity, be it chloroquine and the plasma therapy, even the use of widespread use of masks or a nationwide lockdown. No other country was able to pull out such a big thing in such an immense way. So we've done very well. We technically boast about the lowest mortality rate in the entire world, and that is primarily due to the frontline corona warriors. We've lost a lot of doctors, a lot of healthcare professionals, a lot of other community workers, even our sanitary workers. We've paid a huge price for this. But it's for the sake of 1.3 billion people, and I think India has done fairly well. US and Italy, you look at the developed world, they spend a lot on their healthcare. They've had such high mortalities just because they've not had a very cohesive response towards disease. So it's left a lot of people in the lurch. वो थोड़े confused हैं approach को लेके कि mask पहने कि नहीं. But at least we are on one clear intent. You know what, mask पहनना है, हाथ धोने हैं, और ये practices हमारे लिए नई नहीं है. as Indians, we've always washed our hands. We eat food, we wash our hands. We finish our food, we wash our hands. So these are not new practices, but this was already innate to us. तो हमारे लिए practice करना आसान है. तो evolution wise and just by our own social milieu, we are in a much better position. अगर हम थोड़े से और careful हो जाएं masks को लेके और proximity को लेके, and we don't take our lives for granted, we do much better. As to how to deal with COVID, the urgency was clearly indicated. We did a whole nationwide lockdown, and the fact that we had to wear a mask, even our leaders were coming on to the media wearing a mask or at all times, and to arrange for any extra masks, sanitizers, even ventilators when they actually thought we would need a lot more, then coming up with a huge facility in Delhi, which is about 10,000 beds, just to anticipate this surge.
Delhi का politics थोड़ा different environment है. I am not a political person at all. उनकी तरफ से भी अगर वो better interact करें उन लोगों से जो actively involved हैं, खासकर doctors से जो actively involved हैं, तो I think वो better approach है rather कि खुद जाके आप press conference करें और statements. तो collective effort is required. In fact, involving government. Government का तो बहुत बड़ा major role है. They can do much better. LNJP में जो पेशेंट्स आते हैं दे आर नॉट, उस टाइम पे तो वैसे ही कोविड सेंटर है और हमारा हॉस्पिटल वैसे ही गवर्नमेंट सेटअप है, तो वी आर रिक्वायर्ड टू प्रोवाइड इक्वल फैसिलिटीज टू एवरीवन. तो जो बेचारे पुअर बैकग्राउंड से पेशेंट्स है दे हैड टू सर्व, तो हमने अपने ही पॉकेट से थोड़ा अरेंज करके दिया था. बट द थिंग इज वो दे रिक्वायर मोर. उन्होंने मीडिया के सामने कुछ पैकेट्स अपने you can dig up in it. I won't like to claim about it, but उस टाइम पे थोड़ा डिस्क्रिमिनेशन हुआ था. तो आई थिंक उस एस्पेक्ट में हम थोड़ा इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं.
So initially it did take a bit of time to get enough test kits and enough PCR kits to be available. There was some confusion about how to go about doing this in a perfect manner, but now you can go to any laboratory without a prescription and get a test done if you suspect symptoms. Regarding the PPE kits and everything, at least what I can vouch for our private hospitals, and they're very well equipped. The PPE kits, the gloves, the donning, doffing areas are perfectly managed. So, and that is the whole reason that hospitals who've been taking care are doing so well that the doctors, the less number of doctors are getting infected. Because if you're taking care of such patients and you're not getting infected, that basically means कि आप अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं at preventing that infection from coming into the healthcare workers. So I think that has been a good thing. And not to forget कि हम लोग सीख रहे हैं and we are learning from our mistakes. So every passing month is looking better than the previous month in terms of preparation and the decrease in the incidence of infection.
Many biochemistry people, path people, they helped us. So through their help, we were able to extend our community outreach program. So I think they have a commendable role. क्योंकि बिना community outreach के I don't think we can succeed. और हाँ, पहले टेस्टिंग कम थी, काफी कम थी compared to अब. और अब भी मैं ये सजेस्ट करूंगा कि स्मार्ट टेस्टिंग ज्यादा जरूरी है. रादर कि आप हर किसी की टेस्टिंग करें, आप एरियाज वाइज टेस्टिंग करें. जैसे जहाँ भी लोग, जहाँ पे सिम्टोमेटिक आ रहा है, जहाँ पे लोगों को खुद रिस्पॉन्सिबल होना होगा. अगर आपके सिम्टम्स आ रहे हैं, एक बेसलाइन हमने समझाया लोगों को कि फीवर, लॉस ऑफ स्मेल, या आपको वीकनेस, एकदम सिवियर वीकनेस हो रही है, फीवर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. और ये आपके फ्लू वाले सिम्टम्स अगर आपको कई दिनों से आ रहे हैं, तो सबसे पहले हम आपको आइसोलेट होने को कहेंगे, अपनी फैमिली वालों से भी दूर रहिए और फिर आप अपना कॉल कीजिए. तो वो आपके घर आके फिर आपका टेस्ट किया जाएगा. डिपेंडिंग आपके सिम्टम्स क्या हैं, स्मॉल मॉडरेट माइल्ड केसेस में तो कोई चिंता वाली चीज ही नहीं है. लोगों को उसको बहुत अच्छे से घर पे ही मैनेज कर सकते हैं. बट अगर कॉम्प्लिकेट होता है तो हम फिर हॉस्पिटल में शिफ्ट करा दें.
So at Max we have a dedicated facility for COVID. It's called Max Smart, and they have a wonderful way of managing COVID patients. We have a very dedicated team of pulmonologists and ICU physicians, even the nurses, and they've done a fantastic job. At any point of time, they take care of more than 200 patients, and all of them are pretty sick. They have a fantastic recovery rate. They are the ones who pioneered the plasma therapy. You are aware of it. So they've done a fantastic job, and kudos to them.
आई थिंक इंडिया को या एम्स को या दिल्ली को या जिसको भी है सबसे ज्यादा फायदा लॉकडाउन से यही हुआ कि वी गॉट द टाइम टू प्रोक्योर थिंग्स, to manage the things. So PPs were available and PPs were evolved also. Not only the treatment, even our PPs evolved. The day one when we had gone into those PPs, I remember it was a very thick PP and it was April. So April, May, June were very hard days to work because temperature बाहर बहुत high होता है. May में हमारा यहाँ पे वो लू था and अब एसीज अब जितना भी चला लो it used to be we never used to feel that. तो हमें अंदर से बहुत स्वेटिंग होता था. Then we got better quality PPs. Now we get good quality PPs. We don't sweat much in them. यहाँ पे we have around 500 healthcare workers, including doctor, nurses, OT trainees, and the other sweepers and cleaners working. None of them have come out to be positive because of working in this.
So I think मिल के हाथ से हाथ मिला के अगर हम आगे बढ़ेंगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा उसका वो होगा. लोगों को रिस्पॉन्सिबल होने की जरूरत है. डॉक्टर्स तो देखिए अपना काम करेंगे ही. वो तो आप चाहे उन्हें मेडल दीजिए, चाहे आप उन्हें कुछ भी दीजिए, चाहे आप उनको थैंक यू भी ना कीजिए, वो अपना काम करेंगे ही करेंगे. इनफैक्ट हमारी नर्सेज, हमारे टेक्नीशियन, मतलब वो भी बहुत, दे हैव हेल्प्ड अस अ लॉट. तो इट इज अभी फिलहाल आई थिंक नीड ऑफ द आवर इज कि लोग अपने आप सामने आए और रिपोर्ट करें और सेल्फ आइसोलेशन करें. दैट इज द नीड ऑफ द आवर.
So we had this young gentleman, a 45-year-old something guy, pretty strong-willed guy, and he developed COVID. And every time, so he was so enthusiastic about working out and everything, but he was short of breath. So every time he used to walk around, he used to have shortness of breath. And but he would not let go of trying to do some exercise. And even in the ICU, he would just go and like try and do a push-up. And if it's not possible, then he would actually go to the wall and try to push it and do a variant, and just to see if he could do it. And that's how he figured out, you know what, I'm getting better or not. So it wouldn't matter what I would tell him, that you know what, you're getting better. If he could do a push-up, he would think that yes, I'm getting better. So but that zeal was amazing. That even the fact that he was in the ICU, he would still like get out of the bed and try to do his exercise. So I think that's something to learn from him.
So I came across a patient, like she was middle-aged woman and like separated from a family. और एक्चुअली उस टाइम पे फैमिली को भी थोड़ा अलाउड नहीं था, तो कोई आपको सेपरेट वार्ड में, शी वाज पोस्टेड इन न्यू स्पेशल वार्ड. तो हमने मतलब शी वाज वेरी स्कैर्ड. तो ऑल शी वांटेड वाज अ कांटेक्ट ऑफ फैमिली. थोड़ा डर होता है, तो इसीलिए फिर हमने ये इश्यूज भी उठाया कि पेशेंट के इश्यूज आप एड्रेस कीजिए. मतलब उनको बिल्कुल खाली दवाई देके खत्म नहीं हो जाता, आप थोड़ा बस सपोर्ट दे दीजिए. तो I arranged a call for her and she was so happy and relieved कि communicate, because family का support I think is essential. एक बहुत बड़ी चीज है, आप रिकवर करते हैं और हर किसी को डर होता है इसके लिए ज्यादा. She was fine but still एक डर बैठता है ना दिमाग में. Then she was negative and she was sent home. But उस टाइम पे जब आप हॉस्पिटल में होते हो तो एक स्केयर हो जाता है, and like they were thankful. तो अच्छा लगता है पेशेंट के मुंह से सुन के ये सब.
When you look at India is not just emotional. India is very practically emotional. So what I would say is we take everything into our stride in a form when we try to explain it through karma. And that gives you a lot of strength, because it may make you lazy, but it actually gives you a lot of strength. It actually gives you hope. It gives you another chance. It gives you this solace that whatever hardships that you're going through are probably going to get over, and you had to go through them because there was something else in the past that was responsible for it. Young people have died, and our friends have died. And when you look at them, when you talk to their families, you cannot take the pain away, but you learn from them of how they deal with that loss, and you learn that how this spiritual end of our culture helps us to deal with this.
जब हम पहली बार हॉस्पिटल में गए थे तभी हमने ऐसी इतनी चीजें देखी थी. उस एज में इतनी जल्दी इतनी कम उम्र में आप वो देख लेते हो, तो आई थिंक वो एक ग्रोइंग एक्सपीरियंस होता है. अब हमने कोविड भी देखा है और कोविड से तो हम और ग्रो हुए हैं, आई थिंक.
The day one when I had entered that ICU, it was all khali and we were like planning ki kya karna, kya nahi karna. The only feeling that we got was yes, we are the warriors, and we are like that armament types feeling that yes, we are going to fight a war soon. And the stress was like this only कि वो कभी भी एक bomb गिरेगा and war will start.
कि ये भी एक growing experience है, और I think अगर आप इसको डील करते हैं अच्छे से तो I think you will come out as a stronger human being and definitely a better doctor.
We had treated many patients, you get good days, you get bad days also. But these 6 months have been very satisfying. You become a doctor, with that feeling to save someone's life, and you feel that yes, your motive of the life has been fulfilled.
So I've stopped planning for the future. I only think about today.
और आई एम वेटिंग कि हम कब इससे विक्टोरियस बाहर आएंगे और लाइक विक्ट्री एक लैप होगा.
So that is the feeling, the good feeling that we get, the hope, that yes, you have done something for the nation, you have done something for your people around you. So I think that is the best feeling that you get.
Medicine is a humbling experience, and every day you learn. This was my epiphany moment that I realized that it is very important to live for the day itself and not worry about what is going to happen, because that is not something that you can control. And like something
pandemic,
invisible like a virus, can bring you down to your knees. So you may as well realize that you're not that important.
What I have seen recently that yes, fear of corona has gone down. Maybe people are bored of this, but I think they need to take care of themselves and especially take care of weaker people around them.
आपको मास्क, सैनिटाइजर, प्रिवेंटिव मेजर्स अब आपके मान के चलिए आपको लॉन्ग टर्म लेने हैं तो प्रिवेंटिव मेजर्स एंड दे गो लॉन्ग वे, ट्रस्ट मी, दे आर वेरी इफेक्टिव. हम खुद डॉक्टर्स होके हम प्रिवेंटिव मेजर्स कब से लेते हैं, अब हम तो और भी लेते हैं. हमारा तो ज्यादा डील करना पड़ता है हमें ऐसे डे टू डे बेसिस पे.
They need to be more careful because problem hasn't passed away yet, and though we have treatments, we have drugs, but still for weaker section, those who are immunocompromised, जिनको पहले से कोई problem है, उनके लिए it becomes difficult. And losing young people to this, your heart pain at the time when you see a young patient dying because of this thing.
So I think इंडिया के लोग काफी समझदार हैं. We can show the world कि we can approach it in a different light. हमें देखिए बहुत समझदारी से अप्रोच करना है. एक सैनिटाइजर और एक मास्क के तो है, तो हम इतने समझदार तो हैं ही कि हम अपने देश के लिए, हमारे फौजी और इतने लोग अपनी फील्ड में अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन देते हैं. तो एक आम सिटीजन भी तो एक अपने देश के लिए एक मास्क और एक सैनिटाइजर यूज कर सकता है और प्रिवेंटिव मेजर्स ले सकता है कि आप भीड़ में ना जाएं और डिस्टेंस रखें. और कोई भी आपके पास आपके एरिया में, इनफैक्ट आपको कभी खुद भी हो तो आप रिपोर्ट कीजिए और चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है. जो भी सिस्टम है आपके हेल्प के लिए है.
So I think everyone should do their part and take care of not only for themselves but of everyone around them. We need to be more supportive at this time.
देखिए मतलब आप डरिए मत, ये अभी हमारे साथ थोड़ा टाइम रहेगा. आपको ऐसे डरने की जरूरत नहीं है, आपको बस स्मार्ट होने की जरूरत है. माइल्ड केसेस में आपको हॉस्पिटल में नहीं बुलाएंगे, आपको अगर आप बीमार होंगे तभी आपको हॉस्पिटल में बुलाया जाएगा. आई थिंक आप खुद भी वही चाहेंगे कि आपका इलाज अच्छे से हो. तो आई थिंक लोगों को समझना होगा कि आप सब मिलके ही इस चीज से डील कर सकते हैं. आप छुपा के कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते.
Delhi faced a lot of challenges during the pandemic, starting from the migrant crisis to Tablighi Jamaat event to the ongoing farmers' protest, all of which resulted in rise of COVID-19 cases. But at the same time, the government strategies, starting containment to quarantine to citywide sanitization, has greatly helped in balancing things out. Doctors have been working day and night to save as many lives as possible while risking their own. We salute them for their services.